So what page 154 runs down is this. Essentially, there's a good faith standard for closing disclosures. The lender should be doing their homework to run down the accurate, actual final costs when they kick out that closing disclosure. The misconception is that the lender can just guess because then they can provide an updated version at the closing table. That's not how it works. And that's why we've got the referee with the false start flag. If the lender has this idea that they can just pencil whip the thing out the door and then get the actual numbers later and provide them at the closing table, you're going to have a problem with the CFPB. And that's letter C down at the bottom of page 154. Don't deliver your disclosures before you have everything nailed down, unless you're a week out. Okay, and I'll show you the graphic here. So here's how it's supposed to work. The yellow bar, if you will, represents the TRID CD due diligence zone. That's where the lender should be doing their homework, tracking down accurate final numbers. In the event we get to that day that the closing disclosure's got to go out in the second week there, that Wednesday, so that we can close the following Wednesday. In the event that we get there and we don't yet have all the final numbers because we have third parties that are being difficult and not returning our phone calls, what TRID says on page 154 is this. Number 2, actual terms unknown. Now, provided the lender made the effort to reach out to the third party to get the information and the third party is being difficult, doesn't get them the information, what letter B2 says is the lender can guess based on the best information available. Now, we know if that happens, they have to issue a revised disclosure, but they shouldn't be guessing prior to a week out. The idea is if a third party is being difficult, it shouldn't throw off the closing date. Now, we know that that happens sometimes, okay, and it will throw it off, but generally speaking, it shouldn't. So as long as we've used up our entire TRID due diligence zone and we still don't have the numbers, we can then guess based on the best information available and still hopefully hit our closing mark. If we're guessing before that second week, Wednesday, and we issue the closing disclosure earlier than a week out, that's when it presents a problem. And that's what you have to be able to identify by way of your review.